Hello YouTube, this is Rochelle, aka Shelly Witt. This is day 2 of my prep days, I guess you could say, for my juice fasting. Um, so I'm still watching a whole bunch of videos about juice fasting. There's a fly in the room, sorry. Um, about juice fasting and veganism and vegetarianism and raw foods and healing and just overall health and weight loss. And I've been like obsessed for a while now, but now I actually want to be an example of the knowledge that I know. And so that way I'll be able to preach what I've already practiced to people who are in my family that um, and friends that I love and care for and need this information. So I want to be a living example of what it is that I know to be true, or I believe to be true. I know to be true. So, um, have the grocery list right now, like I said, and been cutting back slowly but surely. It sucks because I really can't like leave the house that much. My leg's getting better slowly, like day by day. Like it can bend a little bit more than yesterday, and I'm keeping up with my pain meds, to bring down the swelling and everything. But it's really not like that strong. And I think that my parents really want me to be better, so they're pushing me because they're really worried about me, especially with my weight. Like when you get like sedentary, it just makes everything worse. But you know, it's gonna get better by the days, and then um, everything's gonna do a little bit better. Um, I have been praying and reading more. I read the devotionals off of BibleGateway.com first thing in the morning, and I'm going to start reading them in the morning and the evening starting tonight. Like I'm going to read the evening devotional too, and just start it every morning and evening. And I'm going to start tonight as well, practicing more listening and less talking because I've been blabbering a lot to God, like about what I'm going through and what I'm thinking and what I need and what I want, and Lord give me this and Lord give me that because I need it and I want it. Um, but I just want to do some listening because God knows my needs and He knows what I want, and the Word says that if I seek Him first, all those other things will be added. So I want to know how can I make Him greater, first and foremost. And I have to listen in order to receive instruction and then be obedient to the instruction that I receive in order for those things to be accomplished. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Like I said, continue to keep me encouraged. Please comment, message me, text me, call me, all that stuff. Because I really would like to hear from anybody else. I'm not like pushing the videos out there, like posting it all over the place, because this is kind of like a daily journal for me. Um, so I'm not like, not like when I sing on here, I'm posting it all the time, like, hey, listen to the song, see if you like it, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that, because this is more so of me just kind of venting my feelings and thoughts. Um, and I know that I'm being a little bit vague too, so I told myself that in this video I would be a little bit more open about what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So um, I'll put it like this. Everybody that I know, everybody, like from the oldest to the youngest, from the richest to the poorest, from the fattest to the skinniest, like everybody that I know has some form of an addiction or obsession or attachment to something. Okay? Now, those are all terms that you may consider negative, but when you have an attachment or an addiction or an obsession with something that is a positive thing, majority of the time I would say that people really don't make comments on it and say that it's a bad thing. For instance, someone may be addicted to food, and people will tell them that that's a terrible addiction. Someone may be addicted to cigarettes or drinking or porn or, whatever their addiction may be. Um, and people will say that those are all negative things. But if someone's addicted to running or addicted to reading or addicted to music no one ever makes any comments on that. So um, it's not necessarily bad to have a passion. That's a term that it's in my world or in my mind, it's somewhat synonymous. Now, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's somewhat synonymous with addiction or obsession. When you have a deep passion for something, some people just use that term because it has more of a positive, connotation to it. But it's basically the same thing, So the moral of what I'm saying is everybody has something that they uh, really, really like, and they do it often, and they think about it often, and they want it all the time. And there's nothing wrong with having something that you like and that you want to do all the time and that you think about all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. What the what becomes a problem is when it's something that's not in the will of God for your life. And I say that because I know it to be true in my life. That's where I'm coming from. I know it to be true in my life. Now, I'm going to stick with food right now because that's the topic at hand. Um, and by the way, I'm going to sing at the end of this video. Um, I was born big. Was big all my life, and did a lot of different diet plans in between, and did a lot of different lifestyle jump change thingies, whatever you want to call them, to try and change my life. Even at a very young age, like I can remember being like 9 years old and my mom going on the cabbage diet and like me trying to do it with her, like at 9 years old. And we've done Jenny Craig, and we've done LA Weight Loss, and we've been to Island Gym, and we've been to LA Fitness, and we've been to Curves, and we've done a lot of things. And there's nothing wrong with having something that you like and something that you want to do often. But when it's not in the will of God for your life, it's that's when it becomes a problem. It's not in God's will for us to be unhealthy. Um, it's not in God's will for us to be disease ridden. Um, and that would be obvious because, one, the word says that by his stripes we're healed. Plain and simple. So we're supposed to be living in a way that brings glory to him. So how can we bring glory to him with illness and sickness and disease? Like, how can we actually show people that this is the way to live and this is the person to serve and this is who we should believe in when we're going around sick and coughing and limping and with pains and aches and complaints all the time? I'm not saying that we should be perfect, but I am saying that we should be striving to be better all the time. All the time. And that should be the one desire, the one thing that we think about, the one thing that we want all the time is to be better. And so that's the place that I'm at right now, is that I really want to bring glory to God first and foremost. And in order for me to do that, I have to overcome a lot of things. One in particular is a food addiction. And some people think, and then after this I'm going to shut up because it's been like 10 minutes, but some people think that food addiction means something similar to like a wino on the street that you see there, where food addiction breaks you down to the point that you've gotten up to 800 pounds and you can't leave your home, and that's when it's a problem. No, that's not only what food addiction is. Food addiction is when you're to the point that you have the knowledge of what is better for you, and you also know that this is harming you, and you want to stop, but you continue to harm yourself anyway. I think that that's an addiction. So you could be 250 pounds. Hold on. Yes! I'll be there in a second. See, I can never make a YouTube video. Never. Never. My parents just don't like you guys or something. Anyway, you can be 250 pounds and you can be 800 pounds and you can be 150 pounds. And if you know that what you're doing is harming you, but you want to stop, but you can't, that's an addiction. And that's where I'm at with food. So I need God to work with me, and um, I'm putting my foot forward first, and I'm letting Him help me make every step afterward. And that's what this juice fast is all about for me. Um, love y'all. And I'll be back to record the song later because my mom's going to kill me. All right.